What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, All the Dialogue. I got a special guest on the line. So if you don't mind, introduce yourself to the people.
Sure, I'm J.Kevin Swain, music video director, producer, all that.
So take me through the process. You decided and you wanted to be a director in your first big opportunity.
Well, my first opportunity in the industry was the Grammy Awards as a runner back in '86, I think it was. And my first music video opportunity was Easy E's We Want Easy. I want to say that was '87 or even '88.
What made you decide you wanted to be a director?
Well, actually, it was opportunity that was given to me. It wasn't something I aspired to be. It was opportunity. The Easy E music video basically was given to me. So it wasn't something I actually went after, but it was something that was given to me. So I count it as a blessing.
Right. So if you don't mind, my man, let the people know some of your catalog and some of the stuff you directed.
Oh, let's see now. I've been fortunate to have directed most of Tupac's videos, at least on Death Row. Like I said, the Easy E video, Dr. Dre, Snoop, and Eminem's Up in Smoke. A lot of television, Mary J. Blige, Alicia Keys. Actually, was a producer on the concert film The Show. And also directed Granddaddy IU, Intelligent Hoodlum, The Proactive Teachers, Public Enemy, Run DMC. So it's been nice. It's been a nice, blessed opportunity for me.
You also directed the 1994 and 1995 Source Awards, right?
Actually, I was a producer on those award shows. Those were direct. The first one wasn't. I don't think we even shot the first one, but the second one was directed by Andre Allen. But I was a producer on both those shows.
Right. So you was there when Tupac interrupted a Tribe Called Quest at the 94 Source Awards.
I was. That was. No one knew it was going to happen. He kind of came out on his own. And later to find out, some years later, that's how he came out on his show. No introduction, no hype man, no DJ, just came on stage. I learned that on the House of Blues show, and no one in the house do that. I think, shortly thereafter, Tribe Called Quest and Tupac, spoke about that, and, there was no problem with it. It was a mistake, and everyone saw it as such. There was no drama about it.
That was an accident, right?
Right, exactly. It was a production accident, if you will, but no one knew he came out there. That's how he did his shows. So no one knew that was going to happen. In fact, I don't even know if I have any videotape. I need to research that. That was a nice night all around. That was Wu-Tang. Everyone came up that night. It was actually a very nice. It was a long night, but it was a good night.
You was actually at the 1995 Source Awards as well. Tell me about that night. That was a pretty crazy, legendary night.
Some people call it legendary. I call it infamous. I call it unfortunate. It was a big show, all of Death Row, excluding Tupac, and all of Bad Boy, plus others. And, the night went long, maybe an hour of overtime on that show. And the whole thing with Suge, what he had to say, again, I call it very unfortunate and should not have happened, should not have been on a televised show, in my opinion. And now we see, the remnants of that night, a rift that didn't have to happen.
Right. What was your thoughts when Suge Knight went up there on stage and made that speech?
Well, actually, I had no idea what he was talking about because I'm so involved in production. I'm looking at the show's overtime, and this particular item is just extra, and we'll cut out the show. So from a content standpoint, I wasn't cognizant of what he had to say or what it was about. I was more about getting the show done.
Right. So, what was the vibe like that night with all that tension in the same room?
We saw it on TV. You saw it during the show. It was spirited. Let's say that. It was a celebration of hip hop. Everyone was excited, and all the performances went off great. But that particular incident, let's call it that, brought some negativity to the room that didn't need to be. It was a beautiful night of hip hop and legends to be. It was the first time I think Little Kim had actually done a television show. So it was a beautiful night. It was a big night for Biggie. I'm not sure Biggie had done an award show before that also. I think that those speeches, Suge and Snoop, kind of bring peace to the whole thing, and even Puffy attempting to bring peace to the whole situation. That was great. I think the way that was resolved between Snoop and Puffy was great.
Yeah, man. 20 plus years later, people still talking about that '95 Source Awards, man.
I wish they hadn't. I wish we could. I wish we could have cut it off the show. Well, television is about ratings. It's about, for that particular time, it's about magazine sales. If you understand media is about hype. The fact that we're still talking about it, it has its place in hip hop history, but I wish it hadn't happened.
Right, right. So, did you know Tupac prior to you producing the Source Awards?
No, no. No, I didn't. I knew of him. We had mutual friends and acquaintances, but I never met him before then. In fact, even that night, I did meet him.
Right, right. How did you meet Tupac?
Let's see now. I met Tupac Shakur as a result of seeing Dre at a D'Angelo concert at the House of Blues in LA. And he used to ask me randomly, was I still doing videos? I'm like, sure, why not? And the next day we talked about doing California Love. And that was the beginning of my relationship with Tupac, was the California Love remix video.
Right, right. So you didn't do the Mad Max one, right? You did the remix one.
I think that was Hype Williams and Philip Atwell's production. I did the Backyard Boogie, the party video, the best one, in my opinion. Most people think not, but whatever.
So tell me about that video, man. That looked like that was a very fun video to shoot.
Well, actually, there's nothing dramatic about the day. It was a well-produced video because that's really how my productions were, well produced. The reason why the video had to be done was the first version. If we really look at it, Tupac is not in it much. Whatever happened on the set, he didn't have enough time to get the video, done, in a way that he as an artist would have been well presented. And this video was just that. This was a video about showing him, as opposed to no makeup, no wardrobe, no special effects, just him having a good time. So it was an easy video to do because, the lyrics of that song and me being a native Angelino, it's pretty easy video to do. It's really about showing my LA. Same with To Live and Die in LA. That's pretty much an LA that I can express. The same with California Love, the whole drive down Crenshaw, Compton Swap Meet. All those aspects were really reflections of LA that I know and love.
What was the concept behind that video?
It was just it. It was a party. It was really the easy as they come. Let's throw a party. And so it really is a location. And we made it, somewhat atypical. We didn't want to do the pool party and the girls, that whole thing. That's been done 1,000 times. This one was really, as a man celebrating life out of jail and in LA. To me, one of the best parts are the cameos, E40 and, of course, Roger and DJ Quick. And that was just really a celebration of, like a song says, California Love.
I like the beginning of the video when Tupac wake up from like a bad dream or whatever.
Right. That was the Mad Max Thunderdome thing. Whose idea was that? That might have been his idea. I think it was. That was his contribution.
Who was the chick he was laying in bed with?
I don't know her name personally, but tragically, I'm going to say maybe less than a year after that video, she was paralyzed. I don't know how it happened, but she was wheelchair bound after that video. I'm not sure what happened to her, but it's kind of sad. She had a strong spirit about it, but somehow physically she was maligned and, lives. I mean, I'm not sure where she is now, but as far as I know, she's wheelchair bound.
Wow, man, that's terrible, man.
Yeah, it's been talking 25 years. Yeah, next year makes 25 years. I haven't a clue what her name was.
All right, I got you. So, you did How Do You Want It for Tupac, right? The video?
I did. Let me be clear. I did the performance version of How Do You Want It, not the Rated X version. I think that director's name is Ron Hightower.
Right.
Yeah. I did the concert version, which was fun. It was a 1-day preparation and a 3-hour shoot.
Right. So you wasn't at the other one with the porn stars and stuff, right?
No, I wasn't. That wasn't my gig.
Right. So tell me how that came about. How Do You Want It? How did Tupac approach you about the video?
Actually, Jimmy Iovine gave me a call and said, I want to do a video. I want to do a performance, a concert. Here's the budget. Can we do it tomorrow? I'm like, sure, why not? Called Tupac. He was with it, and I said, "Tell you what, you come by 3 o'clock. I'll have you done by 5:30, I believe it was." That's how we worked. I did a lot of work before he got to set. So when he got there, he wouldn't have to work too much, and I think we worked maybe, like I said, 2.5 hours, and video was done.